goody in a way, isn't she? She's a very opposite of a murderess, I'd say.
Well, yeah, but your star was in the ascendancy definitely then, weren't you? You were in for lots of interesting and varied roles between. Sort of, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's very varied, which is great. It's what every actor loves doing,
Yeah.
and that's the nightmare is getting completely typecast. And I've tended always to play, on the whole, apart from the murderess and maybe Deep End and a few other things, but I've tended to play on screen rather nice, sweet people on the whole, and in theatre much more sort of bitter, acerbic, witty, darker people. I don't quite know why that is. In real life, I'm probably somewhere between the two, hopefully veering up the nicer end, but I'm not sure about that. But yeah, I'm lucky enough to be doing different things at that stage, very much so. Mm.
Do you remember anything about the rehearsal process you had? Because it's a 90-minute film. You made it all on videotape in location and the studio. Do you remember a lengthy process of rehearsing?
Yes, there was quite a lot of rehearsing. Yeah. And I can remember being very intrigued by the way they were going to set up the amazing special effects.
What are you saying?
Well,
before people haven't seen it, they're fine.
I mean, I'm sure of their time they were pretty good, but there was this huge wooden disc that I had to lie down on, of course, and somebody stood around it spinning it around to give the impression of me receding into, who knows where, the sort of nether regions of horror. And of course, lots and lots of rehearsing. Where was I going to look for the things that weren't there when I was terrified of them and that kind of thing. So I think there was more rehearsal, more technical rehearsal than perhaps for the average television play at that time.
Do you remember Nigel Kneale being around during that time?
Yes, quite a bit, and I was extremely fond of him. I thought he was a terrific guy, very intelligent, clearly, very scientifically based, which of course I think all the best science fiction writers, I don't know if you call this science fiction,
he wouldn't.
I'm sure he wouldn't, and probably rightly, it's a drama. But he was very scientifically based, very serious about everything, very atheistic, and a lot of the things I tend to approve of. And a very nice man. We got on extremely well. And rehearsals were fun. As with so many things that are serious and at times horrific, it's almost like the rehearsals get more and more about jokes and being totally irreverent and having a good time. And some of the plays I've done, dealing with awful things like child abuse and so on, you kind of have to laugh when you go mad, when you're delving into these terrible things. And that was certainly, Michael Bates particularly was a very, very funny man. Very funny. He used to make us all fall about laughing all the time, and then it'd be back to being deeply serious. So yeah, the rehearsals were fun and quite extensive.